Have you ever wondered why the price of some products goes up while others go down? Why some products are hard to find while others are plentiful? Welcome to the world of supply and demand, the cornerstone of economics. In this video, we'll explore the basics of supply and demand, how they interact, and how they affect prices in a market. To start, let's look at the basics of supply and demand. The law of supply and demand is the most fundamental principle of economics. It states that the price of a good or service is determined by the balance between supply and demand. The supply curve shows how much of a product suppliers are willing to provide at different prices, while the demand curve shows how much consumers are willing to buy at different prices. When there is a high demand for a product but a limited supply, the price will increase. This is because suppliers can charge more since consumers are willing to pay more for the limited supply of the product. Conversely, when the supply of a product is high but the demand is low, the price will decrease. This is because suppliers need to lower the price to entice consumers to buy the product. These supply and demand curves are not fixed, and they can shift over time. For example, a change in consumer preferences or an increase in consumer income can shift the demand curve. When the demand curve shifts to the right, it means that consumers are willing to buy more of a product at the same price, which can cause the price to increase. On the other hand, when the demand curve shifts to the left, it means that consumers are willing to buy less of a product at the same price, which can cause the price to decrease. Similarly, a change in the cost of production, such as increasing the price of raw materials or an increase in the cost of labor, can shift the supply curve. When the supply curve shifts to the left, it means that suppliers are willing to provide less of a product at the same price, which can cause the price to increase. Conversely, when the supply curve shifts to the right, it means that suppliers are willing to provide more of a product at the same price, which can cause the price to decrease. So now, let's look at a real-world example of supply and demand. Consider the market for avocados. In recent years, the demand for avocados has skyrocketed, driven by their health benefits and popularity in dishes such as avocado toast. As a result, the price of avocados has increased. At the same time, the supply of avocados has been affected by factors such as climate change, which has led to droughts in some avocado growing regions. This has led to decrease in the supply of avocados, which has further driven up the price. So, as consumers, it's important to understand the basics of supply and demand, as it can help us make informed decisions about our purchases. For example, if we know that the price of a product is likely to increase in the future, we might decide to buy it now before the price goes up. On the other hand, if we know that the price of a product is likely to decrease in the future, we might decide to wait before making a purchase. So, now let's see what did we learn in this video. We learned that the law of supply and demand is a fundamental principle that affects all aspects of our economy. By understanding the basics of supply and demand, we can make better decisions as consumers and businesses. Remember, when demand is high and supply is low, prices will increase. When demand is low and supply is high, prices will decrease. Keep this in mind as you navigate the complex world of economics. And at last, thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos on economics and other fantastic topics.